Hello, yogis. Welcome to RE Yoga. I'm Rebecca Lee Henderson, and this is your gentle hip opening release. Let's get started. Let's come down onto one knee. So bringing your right knee down onto the mat, just place your hands on your hips and bring your focus in front of you, finding again that drishti point, that solid point of focus to help us balance. Good. Now with your hands on your hips, focus on your right hip here and just gently internally press your right hip forward. And as you do this, internally draw your left hip back. So you've got this little scissoring, internal scissoring action happening between the hips. Right now they're working really hard to stabilize and support. You might feel a nice stretch happening through the front of your right hip right here. We're opening up the front of the right hip. So option to stay right here, or if you want to go a little further, maybe heel toe your front foot forward, bend a little deeper into this front knee, and just come into a bit of a deeper lunge. Yeah, option to stay right here, maybe sweep your arms up, breathe down into the front of your right hip. You're doing great. For 3, for 2, 1. Good. Bring your hands down onto your mat. You got it. Doing great. Shift your weight back, and let's just switch legs. Bringing your right foot forward. And as you're ready, bring your hands onto your hips. Good. Bringing that awareness now down into your left hip. And can you internally press that left hip forward? It's a subtle, subtle movement. And as you do that, draw your right hip back. So you're creating that internal scissoring action. Good. Breathe into the front of your left hip. You're doing great. Getting a nice opening there. An option to stay right here or maybe go a little further. Maybe heel toeing that foot forward, coming into our Anjani Asana, low lunge. Good. Maybe inhale, sweep your arms up above you. Breathe into the front of your left hip. You're doing great. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Bring your hands down onto the mat. Come back onto your knees. Good. And now let's just come right down onto our sits bones. Oh, it's really kind of awkward, rocky and spongy here on this beautiful grass that I'm sitting on. It's kind of fun to notice. So just relaxing with our knees to the sides, bring the soles of your feet together and bring them as close to your pelvis as you comfortably can. Really nice option here to bring maybe a pillow or a little blanket if you have one nearby underneath your pelvis, just to elevate the pelvis a little bit. And just take a moment here to just reach out down under your bum and pull your bum flesh out, helping the pelvis rock a little forward. And now just relax your hands on your ankles. Take a deep breath in, grow tall through your spine, and maybe stay right here, especially if you're feeling a nice opening happening through the inner hips here. Or if you want to go a little further, maybe begin to fold forward. And a few different options here. Just, find what works best in your body. Maybe that's staying upright today. Maybe it's folding forward a little bit, or it also can feel really nice just to relax the head forward. And this gives a nice opening into the spine as well. Good. Breathe down into your hips. For 3, for 2, 1 more deep breath in, exhale out for 1. Good. Slowly come back up. And now let's come back this way. And I keep getting disoriented with where I am because with camera, I'm thinking I need to turn this way, blah, blah, blah. All these little funny things we're worrying about. Anyway, we'll see how it works out in the edit. You guys can let me know. So let's have our knees bent, feet hip distance apart. And let's just relax down onto our backs. Good. And from here, extend your right leg up. Now this is important. Flex your right ankle. So you make the strong L shape with your right ankle. And now cross it over your left knee and open your right knee to the side. We're coming into a nice figure 4 stretch here to now begin to stretch into the back of the hips. We've done the inner hips, we've done the front of the hips. Now we're working into the back. So this might give you a good stretch right here. If you want to go a little bit further, option to take your right hand, feed it between your legs, and now just interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. And then just hug the left thigh in. And if you can't comfortably reach your left thigh, no worries at all. It's great to grab a towel. You can wrap that underneath, or a scarf, or a strap if you have one, or a tie, or a belt. Pretty much anything that can help give a little bit more extension to the arms and just help you get into this pose. Good. Breathe into the back of your right hip. For 3, for 2, you're doing great. 1. Good. Now bring your left foot down. And let's try it on the other side. Extend your left leg up. Flex your left ankle. And now the reason this is important is that now we cross your left ankle over your knee, keeping that strong L shape with the ankle. This will help to protect and stabilize your knee in this position. Good. From here, again, option to stay right here, or maybe use your blanket or your strap or your towel, or interlace your fingers behind your right thigh if you can. And now breathe into the back of your left hip. In the back of our hips house our glutes, these super powerful muscles. And it's nice now just to give them a nice deep stretch. Breathe down into your hips. You're doing great. For 3, for 2, for 1. Good. And now bring both feet on the mat, knees bent, and again, feet hip distance apart and parallel. And just extend your arms out towards the side. It's really, if you're I'm really enjoying lying on the nice wet grass here. It's really awesome in the morning. And now just shift your pelvis slightly to the right and allow your knees to windshield wipers to the left. And just getting a nice stretch here through the front and the side of your hip. And again, just working that hip mobility here. Come back to center. Shift your pelvis back to center. And now shift your pelvis slightly to the left and just allow the knees to fall to the right. You've got it. Breathe down into your hips. For 3, for 2, for 1. Good work. Slowly come back to center. And now, one of my favorite poses, give your knees a nice little hug in. And it may feel really good to hug your knees in tight. If you want to get a little deeper into the hips, option just to hug your knees a little bit to the side. Or maybe come into happy baby, which is really fun. You can just grasp the outer part of your feet and maybe just rock side to side. And giving your hips this just nice, gentle opening and massage. Good. And now slowly bring your knees back and let's extend our legs out for our Shavasana. You did great work. Good. Relax your arms by your sides, palms facing up. Close your eyes and just breathe. Again, sending nourishing, loving breaths down to your hips. Giving them this time just to rest and absorb all the benefits of our little hip opening practice. Welcoming you just to stay in your Shavasana as long as you like, giving yourself and your hips and your body this lovely little rest. Sometimes we really need it. I hope you enjoyed this practice. If you did, please give it a little like, a little thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave me a comment. Let me know how it was for you. And also, please send me a special request. Let me know any areas of the body that you would like to see focused on. I'd love to help you out that way. Until next time, the light in me bows to and honors the light in you.